Welcome back to another episode of Get Your Act Together with Mike Bain. Thanks for listening. I'm glad you guys are here. We're supposed to record this a little early today. It's been a wild morning. It's been a wild night and morning. I put up something on TikTok and it went viral. And I've never had that happen before. And I spend most of the morning with somebody messaging me, telling me they wanted to help me earn money with my viral video. And I just assumed that this was a crazy scam by some Nigerian bankers. And then it turned out legit, and it didn't pan out to anything. I put up a video on TikTok. I think I'm at 640,000 views, 140,000 likes, about 1,100 comments, and counting. It's still going on as I record this. And I've never had that happen, nor did I expect it. Actually, if you guys listen to this, you know that I spend an enormous time trying to produce content that I deem to be of quality. Good podcasts, good skits. I edit my stand-up, which is my pride more than anything, is my stand-up. And then I was like, fuck, TikTok hates me because TikTok only allows pretty and rich people to go viral. And so I was on the verge, as of 2 days ago, deleting my TikTok account and starting over and starting a new one. And then I said, fuck it. I'm just going to do pictures and videos of my dog. I just do TikToks of my dog. And I did. And the second one I put up is the one that went viral. So the moral of the lesson is you can spend half a day editing a video only to get 30 likes. But if you take a 30-second video of you yelling at your dog, you can have over 500,000 views, people. Dude, fuck social media. There's no rhyme or reason to this bullshit, man. And as soon as somebody hit me up, they immediately wanted me to sign something giving them ownership of the video. And at first, I was like, whoa, I don't know about that. And then my brain went, Mike, you stupid motherfucker. It's just a video of you and your dog. What are you doing? This was worthless. This was a throwaway. It was a 30-second video on your TikTok, and now you're trying to hold out for something better? You fucking greedy bastard. You bum. What are you doing? And then thankfully I wised up. 30 minutes later I signed it, and they were just like, nah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll hear back from them. Technically, they fucking own it as of now. That's my understanding, is that it's theirs at this point, so we'll see what happens. I mean, it's semi-theirs, semi-mine. People think that social media is really all that different from network television. And it is in some ways, but in a lot, it's not. Because what happens is, at the end of the day, you're still needing someone with a greater platform to distribute your stuff. Growing it completely from the ground up is very rare. What really helps you is someone who has a fan base retweets or reposts or regrams something that you're in. The reality is, no one in this business gets to the next level purely 100% by pulling up their bootstraps and on their own acumen, or their own accord. We're always looking for someone to help us along the way. I'll do it to someone else when I get the chance, and hopefully someone will do it to me. But that's how it works, man. Everyone thinks it's the complete Wild West out here. Nah, dude, it's the same corporate cocksuckers wherever the fuck you go. You think you're gonna exist without them putting their hand in? It's like the mafia, dude. The corporations are just the mafia, but better. When I say better, I don't mean not as cruel. They're just as mean. The mafia doesn't rape nations of natural resources. The mafia just goes to that fucking spaghetti place down the street and they tell Luigi, you're going to give us a third of your income for protection. Whereas a multinational, what they do is they say, if you want to exist on our platform that you need in this modern era, if you want to use social media, which is by all means a utility, you do what the fuck we tell you to do and you play the game. And when you post stuff that we don't like some shit about hydrochloroquine, regardless of whether or not it's wrong or right, we're still going to fuck your account. A lot of you guys don't know this, but you can't deny someone a utility. If I open a business and I have politics that don't align with someone or with the federal government, whoever, you can't keep me from getting telephone access through a landline, energy, or water. You can't prevent me from having utilities. Like it or not, dude, social media is a utility because if you're a business today, you can't exist without it. Now, you can make the argument that technically you kind of can. Well, I can also make the argument that technically you kind of can exist as a business without electricity or water, but it's going to fucking hurt your business. But enough about that, man. I want to get onto the bread and butter of what I really want to talk about today before I dealt with all this viral shit, because I don't really care about that. I want to talk about Kanye. I want to talk about Kanye, dude. I'd leave fucking Kanye alone. Leave him alone. I like Kanye. I fucking like him. Is he a little bit loopy? Yeah. He's supposed to be, dude. That's what a good fucking artist is. Van Gogh cut off his ear. Most of these, Michael Jackson used to sniff little boys' butts. It's always a give and take, man. You don't get amazing art and amazing music and not have to take something with that. Louis C.K., brilliant comedian, likes to pull his pud in front of his openers. What are you going to do? That's how it works. Everyone has something. Everyone has a flaw. I have my flaws. I'll tell you them eventually. You got to find them out. Every genius fucking artist has a flaw, dude. That's how it works. And in the grand scheme of Kanye's, they're not bad. He's not hurting anybody. All right? And if you think he is, you're a dumb bastard. Also, dude, just why is it that everyone who keeps telling me how important mental health is loves to denigrate Kanye as just crazy and bipolar? Now, he might be bipolar. I think he genuinely is. But why are you neglecting his mental health? You're the ones who tell me all the time that mental health is important, which I agree with. Mental health is enormous. But if Kanye's mental health or anyone's mental health is important, and this is your example, mental health doesn't stop being a condition when someone says shit that you don't like. Okay? Talking about country needs to get together and handle our mental health crisis, and you just call Kanye fucking batshit crazy when he says, why are you also putting so much emphasis on him? And at the same time, if he is crazy, why do you care? Why do you care if Kanye's if a crazy man in the fucking corner tells you, I sucked an alien's dick and Harriet Tubman never saved any slaves? Would you pay attention? No. So why do you do it when Kanye does it? He's not going to win, okay? And if Kanye steals votes from either of your candidates, well, those people are really fucking dumb. I mean, I'm a vote for Kanye. Protest vote. But those people are either really fucking dumb or their votes you don't need them. Like, if you can't catch somebody, if the only way you get a voter just is because there's no other choice, like the same way you get someone off of Tinder in a small town, not because they're attracted to you, because there's no other option, you fucking suck. Your candidate, whatever you sell, it sucks. It sucks. All right? It's like when you live in a town and you can only get Time Warner cable. Time Warner cable fucking sucks, dude. But when you're in northern New Hampshire, you use it because you don't have another option. Just saying. I still like Kanye. Honestly, like, do you think he'd be that bad as a president? I think he'd be fun, dude. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting. I think there'd be a lot going on. Maybe we'd have a war. I don't know, dude. Do you honestly think it'd get worse than it is now? Unless it's like full-scale societal destruction, at which point, that's not even on Kanye. That's on us. Will Smith. Willie Boy. Speaking of another rapper. Guys, I initially fell for it. I fell for the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith thing. And when I say I fell for it, I felt bad for Will. I did. I felt bad for Will because in my mind I was like, this poor bastard. Will is being exposed for being cucked in front of the whole world. What happened, Will? What happened, dude? When I saw Will's face and he was all sitting there all sad, like, tell me what you really mean, Jada. I was like, no, dude, I just wanted to give him a hug. I just want to go in there and give Willie a big fucking hug and say, I know, Will, women are whores and trash. They hurt me too. And I had to remember, I had to talk with my friend James and he reminded me that Will is an actor and a good actor. Will's a good actor, way better actor than a rapper. And I realized, oh shit, I've been had. This was all a fucking PR stunt, man. Why would Will discuss his personal business out here if he wasn't trying to get something out of it? Dude, this was the whole game. Will and Jada knew what they were doing. This was already kind of out there. The only person who got ruined out of this was August. August could go have some young woman and he's sitting here drooling like a sissy lapdog over some old beat up oven mitt pussy. Some catcher's mitt ass. No, Jada still got it together, but honestly, if you're August, you can have pretty much what anything you want. Why are you caught up with Jada? August is over here with emotions. Meanwhile, Will and Jada don't feel shit. Because Will and Jada are in Hollywood. And for those of you guys who don't know, people who get to that level of success, they're missing something. I can't explain this enough. I still have these conversations with my mom and other older women where I have to explain that Ellen DeGeneres is a fucking horrible human being. Ellen is awful. If you talk to anyone in comedy or entertainment, Ellen treats her pages like indentured servants. She is cruel. Amy Schumer's the same way, and people I've worked with, who I'm not going to name, who have been higher up, they hurt people just to watch them squirm. Hollywood is just like politics. The people who make it really big aren't people who can have hearts and souls. If you have a heart, you don't allow your kids to grow up or anywhere near Hollywood. All right? Hollywood is a pedophile ring. If you were buying a house in a town, right, and they told you everyone in this community is a diddler. It's just a fucking town of diddlers. They like fucking little boys, and you've got 3 little boys. Are you gonna buy a house in that community? That's what you're doing when you get your kid into acting. When you bring your child to Hollywood and you allow them to be a child singer or a child actor or a child fucking anything, you're just doing that. Except these pedos are way more powerful than any of those dudes in that community. That's what you're signing up for, dude. I would never, if my kid ever told me I want to get into acting or I want to be famous or I want to move to Hollywood, I would beat them with a fucking tire iron. That is the worst thing you can do. I'm not saying that Will is diddling people. No, I don't think Will and Jada do that, but I just question where their morals are because clearly at a certain point you turn your family into a product, exactly like what the Kardashians did. You stop being a family unit and your familial relations become a corporation. And each family member is just a different wing of a corporate model. You know, just like how you have a major corporation that owns a news media outlet, and then just to diversify, they own some food production, all right? And they have a diamond mine in Zimbabwe. That's what they're doing. You know, Will's got the older crowd, Jada's got the women, Willow, and whatever Will Smith's kid's name is, they get, you know, young kids and non-binary teens. Will knew what was going on. Will knew what was going to happen. Will has a multi-million-dollar PR team. That's what you got to remember. Same thing with the Kardashians. There are people on retainer who they pay millions of dollars, okay, to manage them and their image. They don't have mistakes. They don't accidentally put out a tweet. They're not in charge of that shit. Someone does that for them. This was planned and calculated to get sympathy for Will, because I sat there like a big dumb bald idiot and I went, fucking Will feels like I do when women cheat on him. He's just like me. No. Because when Will, here's what Will can do. Will can go on camera and go, and then Will walks outside. He goes, oh shit, I'm Will fucking Smith. Pulls out his phone, calls up 10 college girls to come over, pipe them all down on a bed of money, all right, and then take a swim in a private fucking ocean. That's what Will gets to do. So Will isn't worried. Okay, it's an amazing display of public relations and marketing in our modern era. And it just goes to show you, rich people don't feel pain. No. Oh, man. I think Will and Jada are still people, but I think they're crossing the line into crab people. Or lizard people. I'm not sure who runs Hollywood, if it's the lizard people or the crab people. I think the music industry is run by crab people, and I think the acting industry is run by lizard people. But that's just me. I would prefer moth people personally, because moths don't have mouth parts to bite, whereas crab people can pinch and lizard people can give you a lick or a snip. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. For those of you who aren't familiar, Megan Thee Stallion is a lady rapper out of Houston who was shot twice. And Megan Thee Stallion, I feel like I should call her Megan Thee Stallion. I never say the, I say the, but Megan Thee Stallion sounds better. Megan Thee Stallion got fucked over. She did, man. Megan Thee Stallion got shot twice in a nightclub. And for some reason, everyone's mad at her. Megan got shot and everyone is just trashing her, saying, you ain't gangsta, Megan. You ain't from the streets. She got shot twice in the foot. Somehow, it didn't hit bone or tendons, which confuses me because the foot is all bone. There's no I don't know about you, but I don't have a belly roll on my foot. I don't have extra meat hanging off anywhere. So I don't know how the fuck that happened, but it did. Megan got shot twice in the club, and she hasn't spoken about it. And most people assume that it was Tory Lanez. Tory, a male rapper out of Toronto, was caught coming back from the club with a firearm. And I mean, you know this, but in California, where this happened, I believe it was in California, you already have very strict gun laws, but Tory seems to have forgotten, you're not an American yet, Tory. You don't just get to get a gun. I know if you want to be American, there's nothing more American than buying a fucking gun. But Tory, you're still a fucking Canadian citizen. You haven't fully crossed over, bro. You're fucking up. I don't understand why people are attacking Megan Thee Stallion. I like Megan. I like Megan Thee Stallion. If there was any gripe I had with Megan, it's this, that her name is Thee Stallion. I don't know what it is. I see a lot of rappers and porn stars, a lot of black girls do it, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a stallion is a male horse. A stallion is a big, brutish, jacked male horse that they use to breed the females. A female horse is a mare. Okay? So Megan the Mare, I think that sounds a million times better. MTM? Eminem? Megan the Mare? It's not alliteration entirely, but it's fucking close to it, man. Way better than Megan Thee Stallion. But anyway, Megan, I like you. I fuck with you, Megan. You're cute, too. All right? Come get some. But Megan, everyone's giving Megan shit. Because they're saying Megan's gonna snitch. Megan's a snitch. Megan's not from the street. Dude, she got shot twice. If you shoot me, I get to rat on you. Those are the rules. I don't know. There are certain, like, man, I grew up in an environment where you don't rat and you don't snitch and you're not a stool pigeon, all right? I'm not from the fucking suburbs, okay? But there are certain rules to snitching, all right? If you and I get in a fight, you know, and the cops show up, you don't say anything. It's between you and me, all right? You rob my home or you shoot me, I get to fucking snitch on you, dude. That's how it works. If you rob me, I get to fucking snitch on you. That's how it works. If you put a bullet inside of me, I get to put you inside of a prison. Where is this you don't snitch on the dudes who shoot you fucking mentality? Like, dude, you snitch on someone who shoots you, you a bitch. You ain't from the streets. But I gotta go kill him? But it's okay if I shoot that bastard after? The whole point of being rich is to not deal with this stupid drama any fucking more. I don't understand why so many celebrities still do hood fucking shit when they're rich. That's the point of being rich, dude. That's why I want to be rich. So when someone tries to fuck with me, I'm in a club and someone comes over and goes, "You a bitch, bald ass, bitch ass, motherfucking bitch." I just pull out my phone and I log in, I check my bank statement and I go, let me see, 1 comma, 2 commas. That means I have 7 figures in my bank account. And it means I don't have to take shit from nobody. Shit, man, you can fucking walk up to me in a club and be like, your mama's a bitch and your grandmommy's a bitch. And I'll be like, well, you know what isn't a bitch? This 7-figure bank account. I don't fucking care. That's the whole point of being rich, is you don't deal with that bullshit anymore. Also, the whole point of being rich is you don't have to fight. All right? You know what rich people do? They get other people to do their shit for them. Rich people don't clean their own toilets. All right? They don't fight their own fights. They don't do any of their own shit. That's why if I'm in a club and someone comes over and goes, "Fuck you, you fucking ginger bastard," I go, "Hey, Reggie," man. I go to my bouncer, to my bodyguard, I go, "Reggie, you want to handle this? Preferably break his arm in 3 places. I'll throw a bonus in there. Throw a bonus in there for you. Reggie, fight for me. Take care of this, Reggie." I come home like, "Reggie, you mind getting behind that toilet, cleaning out that toilet? You know, I'm rich. I ain't cleaning my own toilet. And I'm rich, so I'm not even going to play with my own dick. Reggie, you mind giving me a handy real quick? Make sure you put on that pink nail polish, because your hands are kind of big and callous, and I want to pretend that they're feminine. I do it myself, but my wrist is getting tired, man. That's what I pay you for, Reggie." I mean, ideally, if you're rich, you have a different person for each of those jobs, but I'm thinking about this with a poor mentality where I buy one person to do everything for me. Clearly why I'm not rich. Fighting's for poor people, man. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is. I know, because I've been in many fights, because I'm fucking broke. If I was rich, I would never have to get in a fight in my life. Somebody would just step to me, and then I would just buy their house, or wherever the fuck they lived, and I would sell the land out from underneath them. Megan should be snitching on Tory. Also, Tory's from fucking Canada, and I like Tory. So maybe he didn't shoot her, but either way, Tory's from Canada. You're allowed to snitch on Canadians. Street rules don't apply to fucking Canadians, okay? If Drake shoots you, you get to snitch on Drake. Why? Because he's from fucking Toronto too. Toronto isn't in the streets. Okay, Houston is. Megan's about that life. I don't care what any of you say. Tory isn't. Tory's from fucking Toronto, dude. Toronto isn't hood, right? The only people you don't snitch on are Ricky and Bubbles, all right, from Sunnyvale Trailer Park. And Julian. I put Julian in there. That's about it. Everyone else in Canada can get the fucking shit snitched out of them. Once you cross that border, you're on our turf. Also, what's the big deal? Huh? What's going to happen? Tory gets deported? Is that really a bad thing? Everyone acts like getting deported is awful. Getting deported sucks if you're going back to Syria or Afghanistan, but going to Canada? you fucking kidding me? You know what I would like right now? To be deported. I would love it if I could be deported and sent to Ireland. But I can't because my grandparents were all born here, so I can't get dual citizenship. Okay? It was my great-grandparents who were immigrants, so I'm fucked. You know how great that would be? We have the highest amount of COVID cases. We're on the brink of a race political war, all right? People are fighting in the streets. Homeland Security is out. They're grabbing people. Those Antifa dudes are burning down their buildings. It's wild. I would love it if the government was like, dude, you're deported. And I go, is the country I'm going to have free health care? Oh, shit. All right. Is the country I'm going to, is weed legal across the board? Oh, shit. It is? Do they have a generous social program? That way, if I'm not quite on my feet yet, they can help me out? Oh, shit. Like, Tory, you win in the fucking lottery, dude. I don't know why you haven't gone back to Canada already. You staying in LA over Canada? Look, man, I know it gets cold in Toronto. But, dude, I would love to be deported right now. Just kicked out, because then they can't deny me. I have to go. They have to take me. Can't be like, we don't want Tory no more. Fuck you. All right, we saw the old mayor used to have. That dude smoked crack. You ain't better than anybody, Canada. We know who you are. We know who you really are, Canada. All right, you act like you're better than us. But we see you for what you really are. I've been to Montreal. And let's make one thing clear. French Canada, 1,000,000 times better than fake America Canada. So much better. If you're going to go to Canada, go to Quebec City, go to Montreal. Vancouver to Toronto can eat a dick. If you live there, no offense. I'm sure you're good people, but you're just a diet version of us. And when I say a diet version of us, I mean you are skinnier than we are, but you're also us with less oomph. You know what I mean? Like even your racists and your criminals, they don't do it as well as we do it down here. Tory will be fine, dude. Also, Tory made Quarantine Live. That guy's IG blew up. He made a whole game show, a reality TV show in a mansion in LA. All right? He can do that in Toronto. He's good to go. I mean, hopefully Tory didn't fucking shoot Megan, but Jesus, man, lay off Megan, dude. I don't understand, like, this whole you need to get shot to be street, and then you don't say nothing, you don't say anything, and it makes you a gangster. It's like, you're not hard because you got shot. You're just kind of lucky. Everyone used 50 Cent as the meter by which we judge people's gangsterness because he got shot 9 times. I don't think 50 is 50's a tough dude, all right? But I don't think he is a monstrous human being because he got shot 9 times. I just think the dude who shot 50 was a bad fucking shot, all right? 50 got shot 9 times. JFK got shot once. I'm going to tell you, man, if Lee Harvey Oswald or John Wilkes Booth had been the one doing a drive-by on 50, I don't think 50 would be on Instagram right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm just... Same thing with Megan. Luckily, whoever shot Megan was a bad shot. All right? Also, Megan's a chick, dude. You shouldn't be... What are you doing shooting women for, man? All right, I've had women fuck me over. I never thought I'm going to shoot them. Like, you're rich too, Tory. Like, there's nothing Megan can say that you can't get away with copious blunts and ass. All of this can just go away if you let it. Just let it go, bro. Just sit back, smoke a blunt, have someone dance in your lap. Remember that life is fucking good and you're the motherfucker. Dude, there's a virus out there and most of the country is going to go into a Great Depression and you're still sitting in a mansion. There's nothing you need to shoot anyone over for unless they try and break in your mansion. And that's about it. Like, what is... people mad Megan goes to the police. It's not like the police is really going to do much anyway. You know? There's this weird thing where people have... Just as I said earlier, people are like, Kanye is useless and crazy. And I go, then why are you worried about his political election? If he's as worthless and useless as you say, then he's not a thing. The same thing with Trump. People like Trump is incompetent. And in most things, I agree. But if he's incompetent, why do you feel like he's going to build this massive fascist empire? Either the guy is a mastermind or he's fucking useless. He can't be both. All right? And then you gotta realize about cops, they can't be everywhere fucking everyone up and also be useless dummies. Good ones and bad ones, yeah. And I can tell you, something you have to realize with a lot of the police, it's just the DMV with guns. Government workers, bro. That's what it is. I've been there. I remember going to the police station in Brooklyn because I was at the beach in Queens, in Far Rockaway, and I fucked up, man. I didn't bury my shit in the sand. I put my phone and my wallet and my books and my food in my bag, and I left it there. And I got a little too comfortable. All right, I fucked up. I got, and it was my fault because I should have known better. You know, I'm not a random yuppie. Or a suburbanite. I should have known that this could have gone down. I felt safe, man. I felt good. I was in a good mental place, and someone took my shit. And it actually really sucked because they took my MTA pass and my phone and my wallet. And so I was just stranded at a beach with a towel and some sandals and the swimsuit that I was wearing. And thankfully, some dude gave me his pass, which had 1 day left in it, because he felt bad for me. And even then, it got wet, so they didn't try and let me on the train. I had to go. I was stranded on like a peninsula, the farthest out you can get in New York City. Rockaway is called Far Rockaway, and you guys who've never been to New York, you don't realize how big that fucking city is. I was out there. You know, it was at least an hour train ride to get back to my place, which would have been another hour train ride. And I'm talking subway, not like an above ground, like a subway train, 2 hours to get to Manhattan, an hour to get to my place. I get home. 2 days later, I go, oh shit, I got to file a police report if I want to file for insurance on my phone. So I go to the police station, the subway, and they want nothing to fucking do with me. They want nothing. I go up, and here's the thing you got to realize about cops in New York. Dude, there's a lot of lady cops in the NYPD, and they are thick. They are thick. If I want to get arrested, I want to get arrested in New York. I don't fucking care, all right? Because there have been times where I've seen NYPD cops, and I'm just like, ooh, baby, I sure wish I could get stopped and frisked right now. Oh, especially in like Brooklyn and uptown Manhattan, like in the Heights in Harlem. Oh, they get these Dominican and Puerto Rican cops. Like, have you ever seen Reno 911? The black lady cop, right? You remember how her belt barely fit above her ass? It's like that, but better. But like even better. It's insane. I think about hopping. I used to like fantasize about hopping the turnstile and just getting thrown up against a wall by one of these chicks. Amazing. I've nearly been in accidents looking at cops. Unfucking real. I don't know if it's a deterrent in and of itself. You know, because it makes me, any animosity you have towards cops, you stay around in NYPD enough in Brooklyn, you're going to see a woman so fucking fine. You can be A-cab up the ass. You see one of these thick Dominican girl cops, you might put a Blue Lives Matter thing on your truck. I'm just saying, dude. Fine. Thick. Fine. Heck. Like next level. Like I'm just feel like I'm watching a Bang Bros, but cop edition. It's just wild. And, dude, they got the utility belts, too, to accentuate the hips. I don't know. I got to calm down. Anyway, I go in there. Gorgeous Dominican cop. Thick. Blonde hair. bright-dyed, platinum blonde hair. Like, can I help you? And I go, yeah, I need to file a police report. Yo, what happened? And I go, someone stole my shit. Just now? I go, no, it was the other day. It was over in Rockaway. Oh, that's in Queens. I go, I know. Now you're going to go to Queens and file. And I'm like, no. No, you're going to go to Queens. You're going to go to Rockaway and do that shit. I go, that's an hour and 15-minute train ride. Yeah, you're going to go out there and do that. I can't help you. And I go, are you the NYPD? She goes, yeah. I go, is the NYPD work in Queens? That's part of New York, right? She goes, yeah. I go, NYPD in Brooklyn. That's also part of New York, right? She goes, yeah. I go, you guys use computers, right? She goes, yeah. So I go, can you just file my claim and put it through here? Since you're all the NYPD? She goes, okay. And she brought me to this big juice-head fucking Guido cop. I mean, you know the dude who, when they were giving out uniforms, said, I want a small. And they said, look here, Tony, you ain't gonna fit in a small. And he goes, I want a fucking small. Just sitting there, just swole, just like those dudes that are so swole, they look like they can't move without knocking shit over. He's taking down my notes, and he goes, so what they steal? I stole my iPhone and my wallet, and he goes, so iPhone, who makes that again? I go, oh, Jesus Christ, Tony. Tony, you're making six figures right now, you fucking cocksucker. Help me out here. I go, Apple makes an iPhone, Tony. And they were as courteous as they could be, but at the same time you realize, it's just city workers, man. They just, and the thing you got to realize, regardless of whether or not it's a social worker or a cop or whoever, and if you're dealing, I think a lot of people in the burbs don't get this. When you're dealing with a city worker, Boston, Chicago, New York, LA, you're not always getting the cream of the fucking crop, okay? I'm just saying, if shit goes down, trust me, I'm not staying in New York if you fucking abolish the police. So I appreciate a lot of what NYPD does. Some of what they do, not so great, but I think that's more on the politicians than them. I'm not going to have a whole fucking cop argument right here. I'm just going to say that they're fucking thick. And get off Megan for fucking going to him, okay? It's not Megan's fucking fault. Leave Megan alone. What is she supposed to do? She got fucking shot, dude. The don't snitch thing doesn't work when you shoot me. Expecting Megan to go out and shoot people? I don't know. I do. I mean, it's like, speaking of rich people who shouldn't give a fuck, Elon's been getting himself in trouble, dude. Elon Musk. So I was never a fan of Elon. I don't know. I just thought he was like, I didn't like his face, and that's on me, dude. Elon had one of those faces that I just didn't like. And then I was like, oh, you're just jealous because he's a millionaire and you're not. Actually, I think Elon's a billionaire. He is. Elon's a billionaire. And Elon is in a fight with the socialist side of Twitter, a.k.a. all of Twitter. You know, Twitter. I don't think there's a part of Twitter that isn't owned by the leftists. And Elon's been getting in a fight. It's actually really fun to see because there's a bunch of limp dick bitches on Twitter who are talking about how they're going to have an armed revolution. These are people who've never been in a fight in their life, talking about the great proletariat upside revolution. And these are dudes who work white-collar jobs, I might add. These are guys who work for Facebook and Twitter, talking about a proletariat revolution. These are not factory workers. They are not union workers. These are not ditch diggers. These are not the working poor. All right? These are spoiled rich kids complaining at another spoiled rich kid who used his spoiled rich kid money to make more fucking money. And they're telling Elon that they're going to guillotine him. They're going to make a guillotine and chop his head off. And Elon is calling their bluff. And I got to be honest, I like it. Which is weird because Elon's supposed to be Mr. Renewable Energy. He's supposed to be a fan of the left. Not so much. I don't know what Elon's doing, but I also, Elon, you have $1 billion. You don't need to be getting in fucking Twitter arguments. Why do rich people not know how to be fucking rich? When you're rich, you don't have to fight people anymore. You just get to be rich. You get a mansion, and you get like 8 boats, and you get cars, and you get motorcycles, and you get a fucking helicopter, and you get a PS5 6 years before it comes out. And if that isn't enough to keep you entertained, dude, I don't know what the fuck will, man. You have access to all the women, or all the men, or both, or all the people in between. Whatever it is that you fancy, you can have. You get all of it. And you're still... Dude, do you know how I know I make it in life? The day I get to delete my Twitter is the day I have made it as a comedian. The day when I have enough people on Instagram and YouTube that I can start being like, I don't need Facebook and Twitter is the day I've made it. And I don't even need $1 million to get there. I don't need $1 billion to get there. Elon, let it go. Let it go, man. Just, let it go. And all the people fighting with Elon, let it go. Stop giving him attention. He needs it. Stop giving him what he craves. Just let Elon be Elon. Okay? He's a weird individual. His name is Elon. Dude, his name is Elon. He was never going to be normal. Elon Musk? Musk is B.O., dude. The guy's last name is B.O. His whole life he's been bullied. His name is Elon Musk. Musk. I'm just saying, guys, if you ever want to get taught how to be rich, you can send your money my way. But I had this question that I don't know. Did I do this last week? Fuck it. All right, I'm going to end here. I'll do that other one next time. I don't need to bore you guys anymore. Oh, you know what? All right, this is my last rich guy I'm going to give shit for. Michael Rappaport. Because I've had people compare me to him recently, which I'm not a fan of. Michael Rappaport has completely had a successful career, and he's still angry. Dude, what are you still being angry for, Rappaport? You have been in countless movies. You've made so much money. You're 50 years old, and you're yelling on Instagram. I'm 33. If you catch me yelling on Instagram, hit me in the head with a fucking bat. If I turn 50, put a pillow over my face. Whatever I do, don't let me be that dude. Guys, just be happy. Jesus, man, like this is what I always told myself. If you ever get any success, be happy. All right? If you can make all that money and have all those followers and all those fans and you're still angry, what the fuck are you doing it for? What's the point of playing in the NFL and getting your mother out of poverty if you're going to throw it all away over some dude in the club who stepped on your shoes? What's the point of being a rapper and moving to America and making it if you're going to shoot a bitch in her pinky toe because she shirked your advances? What's the point of being a billionaire if you're going to fight with people on Twitter? Elon, get somebody to fight with them for you. Pay some dude to go on Twitter and fight for you. Just like I pay Reggie to fight for me. If I'm rich, you get somebody to fight for you. You don't need all the jewels of the world to be happy. And that's something you can see with all the people I discussed right now. Because Kanye is a multimillionaire, and he's still hurting. I actually feel bad for that dude. Will Smith still got cheated on. Megan Thee Stallion still got shot. Tory Lanez, still on the risk of being deported. Elon, still fighting with dudes on Twitter. Beefing with dudes on social media like a 14-year-old schoolgirl. Michael Rappaport, still angry, screaming into a phone. Guys, go be fucking happy. And before you pursue anything in life, make yourself fucking happy. All right? Because if you're not happy without it, you're never going to be happy once you get it. Don't chase the horizon. Don't tell yourself, once I get over there where the sun sets, I get up to that ledge on the mountaintop, it's all going to be better. Because that's not how it works. You can run as far as you want, but that shit's inside you. And if you don't fix it early on, before you get there, it's going to be a lot harder to fix it once you get there. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Get your acts together. New podcast every fucking week. Have a good summer. Stay motivated, motherfuckers.